Morning guys, so far we are used to be given a triangle where we are given at least two sides and we are required to find the third side and simply find the values of any given ratios. In this part of trick, what we will be focusing on will be when we are given one angle and one side, and we are simply required to find the other two sides and the last angle, which is normally the third angle. We will still be working with the right angled triangle for us to be able to find the ratios. Please note that you can only use the ratios if you are given a right angled triangle. By ratios, I mean your sine, your cos, your tan, as well as their reciprocals, and actually being given something that is a little bit complicated and asked to find the value of that thing, but you first need to find all the sides. In this topic here, we will simply be given one side and one angle, and we will be required to find the other two sides and the last remaining angle, as one of the angles will be 90 degrees. So here we will be given one side, one angle. These are the steps that you need to follow. First step, label the triangle using O. O stands for opposite, H stands for hypotenuse, A stands for adjacent. Okay. Step 2, tick the given sides and the side you want. Tick the given sides and the side you want. Please note we may start with different sides, but we should get to the same answer, all right, to a similar answer. Use SOHCAHTOA to come up with the correct ratio. Now SOHCAHTOA will help you figure out whether you're using the sine ratio, the cos ratio, or the tan ratio, where SO stands for sine, opposite, and hypotenuse. CA stands for cos, adjacent, hypotenuse. That is, cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Tan, TOA stands for tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay. Obviously, you will use one of those three ratios depending on what you are given. Write an equation using this ratio. So basically, an equation is basically your ratio is equal to something. Okay, so your ratio will have an equal sign. Now step number 5, isolate the variable that you want to find. In this case, you isolate the side that you want to find. Right now, let's say you are given this triangle here, where you are given one angle and one side. Guys, please remember I said you need to figure out the relationship between the given side and the given angle. You'll realize you are given BC. Ask yourself, what is BC to the given angle? The given angle is 25, and you will realize that BC is actually adjacent to 25. BC is adjacent to 25. And then after finding the relationship between the given side and the given angle, ask yourself, which other side do I want? Please note, you have a choice of finding the hypotenuse first, or you can simply find the adjacent first. So you can find the hypotenuse first, or you can simply find the adjacent first. It is totally up to you. But if you try to find the hypotenuse, you have to find the ratio that has the hypotenuse and the adjacent, since we are given a side adjacent to the angle, which is 25 degrees. Okay, now in this case we have the hypotenuse of the opposite. It's your choice. In this case, I will be looking for my adjacent, my opposite. As a matter of fact, basically I will simply be looking for O, and you will understand that I am looking for O, but I'm given the adjacent and the angle. So what is the relationship between the side that I want and the given side? And you realize that it's O and adjacent. The only ratio that has O, which is your opposite, and your adjacent is the tan, and which is 10 of 25. I do have my adjacent. All I'm going to do is just to substitute 8 with its adjacent, and I will simply multiply this side by 8 and multiply this side by 8 for me to find O. Hence O will be equal to 8 multiplied by 10 of 25, and 8 multiplied by 10 of 25 is simply 3,73. So I do have my opposite. The only thing that I'm left with now is my hypotenuse. The only ratio that has adjacent and hypotenuse is cos. Okay, hence I use the cos of 25 is equals to adjacent all over hypotenuse. I do have my adjacent, which is 8. I'm going to multiply both sides by h for me to get rid of the fraction, but I'm simply looking for that h. So I am also going to divide both sides by cos of 25, and h will simply give me 8,8. This is how you find the angle. Please try this. I will send the solution shortly.